Hi guys, welcome to Glowing Up Autism. And in this video today, I'll be sharing with you guys my first couple weeks as being a real estate agent here in Denver, Colorado. So let me just say, with those who have watched my previous videos with Glowing Up Autism know that I have an autistic son. And so I was a nurse. I still am a nurse. I've been in the healthcare field now for about 10 years, and I decided to make a career change so that I can have more flexibility. And actually, real estate has given me a chance to, get out there, meet new people, and just show who I am and my true self. All right, so with that being said, guys, please, before we get started about my huge fail of door knocking, please, guys, subscribe. It's just hitting that little button right below. Hit subscribe, please. That would mean the world to me. Now let's get right into it. So I've been a real estate agent here in Denver, Colorado now for about 6 weeks, and it has been such a bumpy ride. The first 2 weeks I had 3 people apply for home loans, 2 got denied, and 1 decided after putting in multiple offers on different homes and not getting accepted, they decided to back out and re-sign their lease at the home that they're living at. So I was thinking, oh my goodness, what the heck am I gonna do? Like, I've already reached out to everyone I know on social media, and all my family members, which I really don't have very many because I'm here in Denver, Colorado, and I am a Florida girl. So I don't have many. The point is, I reached out to everyone that I knew here in Colorado. And so I'm like, okay, what is my next move? I am very hungry, very determined. So I just started thinking to myself, okay, Yari, you have to do something different. So cold calling, I am not too familiar with, and I was kind of struggling with the cold calling. And to be honest with you, I don't have enough courage to continuously get hung up on. So, so I was like, okay, cold calling, nah. All right, so then I decided, you know what? Try some door knocking. It's the middle of the pandemic. People really want to communicate. People really want to, hear some love, talk to some people. Well, guess what, guys? I was wrong. So let me tell you how it all started. So I decided to go door knocking. I got these beautiful flyers made out. They were so pretty. And then I also got some little small cute hand sanitizers from Amazon. And I was thinking, okay, so they're definitely going to want to read my flyer because I'm giving them these really pretty hand sanitizers. So along with the hand sanitizers and my flyers, I decided that I was going to take my son with me because I'm staying home at the moment with my son. He's 17 months. And so I'm like, you know what? He's a people magnet because this kid is so beautiful that people are going to stop and talk to me. Well, nope, I was wrong again. Well, see, what had happened was I built up the courage to go door knocking. I get to the neighborhood, guys. I get my baby out in the stroller. I got my pretty flyers. I got my pretty hand sanitizers. I'm ready to go. I'm amped up. I done listened to my Eminem, Lose Yourself in the Car. So I'm thinking, you know what, girl? You got this. You got this. Well, guys, let me tell you. I get to the first door. Literally, the first door I get to, I didn't have enough courage to knock. So I was thinking to myself, you know what, Yari, you've made it this far, girl. So you at least have to pass out the flyers. So that's what I did. I started rolling my flyers up with my hand sanitizers, and it was taking me like 5 minutes to roll them up because I didn't pre-roll the flyers. And I started sticking them into mailboxes. Well, I'm in my groove. I still haven't knocked on any doors. At this point, I'm just putting my flyers with my hand sanitizers on people's doorsteps. But you know what? I'm amping myself up. So I get to like the third neighborhood. I get to like the 3rd block, and I'm thinking, you know what, girl? You got this. 2 more blocks and you're going to knock on the door. So in those 2 blocks, I am like amping myself up. Like, look at you. You're a real estate agent for 2 weeks and you already out here knocking on doors. Like, I'm really hyping myself up. So I get to the 5th block. And I go to knock on, I'm thinking, okay, this house, you're going to knock on the door. So as I walk up the sidewalk, I see that they have their screen door open. It was like a screen glass, and I saw the woman sitting on the couch on her laptop. So I'm thinking in my head, okay, she sees me walking up. She's going to get up. She's going to talk to me. This is going to be it. This is it. So let me tell you guys. Let me just tell you. That didn't go as planned. Seriously. So I go to take a step on the doorknob. I go to take a step to knock on their door. Before I even like get good and ready to knock, there's this humongous dog with all of his fronts, like, you know, and she's like, Flippy! Flippy! You know, holding back the dog. And then she looks up at me and she gives me like the look of death. Like, seriously, like, what are you doing on my doorstep? So immediately, guys, like, my heart drops. And like my confidence at that moment, like I was at 100 because, you know, I have been passing out my flyers, amping myself up. I was at 100. Like the way she looked at me, that literally took me down to literally like, like a 2%. So I like hop off to the doorstep. I get my baby in the stroller and I like immediately rush to the car. Well, I'm in the car. I'm feeling terrible. I'm like, what have you done? Why are you messing with people? People don't want to be bothered. No one's going to read your flyers. This was such a stupid idea. Like, I'm beating myself up in the car. Well, guys, this is where it gets good. Let me tell you. So I'm driving in my car, headed to Chick-fil-A because Chick-fil-A makes everybody feel better, y'all. So I'm in my car, driving to Chick-fil-A, trying to make myself, you know, feeling terrible. So I get this call and it shows up on the screen of the car. So immediately I'm thinking in my head, okay, someone got my flyer and they're just, you know, reaching out to me. You know, it did pay off. Somebody's and they're calling. So, you know, I give it a second. I calm my nerves, okay? And then I put my professional voice on. They're like, hello, is this Yari? And I'm like, oh, hi, yes, this is she. And he's like, well, did you just pass out flyers or put flyers in the mailbox? Did you just, you know, pass out flyers? And I'm like, oh, yes, sir, I did. How can I help you? And so he takes a pause and he goes, well, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to put stuff in mailboxes. So immediately, guys, let me tell you. When that woman looked at me, that was like a gut punch. Like, that was a gut punch. But me getting this phone call, realizing that I just kind of maybe broke the law. So now you got, but who knows that? No one knows you can't put anything in mailboxes. But anyways, so I'm feeling terrible. So I'm like apologetic. I'm so sorry, sir. It'll never happen again. And I hung up. And so I'm in the Chick-fil-A line, waiting to order my food. And so I immediately Google, like, is this illegal? You know, putting it in. Sure enough. So I sent him a quick text, like, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for letting me know. And he was actually really cool. He texted me back and he goes, well, I just didn't want you to get in trouble in the future. So I got my Chick-fil-A, guys. I went home and that phone call was so draining. The woman looking at me with the dog and the call, it was just all very draining. So here I am, you know, I get home. I didn't even finish my Chick-fil-A, y'all. That's how sad I was. And y'all know Chick-fil-A is busting. So I did not even finish my Chick-fil-A. I took a nap and I just called it a day. But when I got up from my nap, I was hoping it was a bad dream. It was not a bad dream. No, girl, you did, you know. But I was proud of myself. You know, after I thought about it, after I processed everything, I went and I watched a couple motivational YouTubes on YouTube, and I also just read a lot of other real estate agents, like they're starting out and their fails. And you know what? It was big of me to have only had my real estate license for 2 weeks and for me to get out there and go door knocking. So, you know, my husband amped me up. He's like, babe, don't worry, you got this. So where am I now? So right now, you know, it's going on week 6. I have a couple of leads. You know, I'm realizing people are more difficult because you got to keep following up, and it's only been 6 weeks. But I'm trying to get my groove. And because I am so determined to win, I actually went door knocking like a couple days later. And this time I took my husband and I did take my son again. So it went a little bit differently. But you guys will have to tune in for the next video to find out how that went. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. And I want you guys to follow me on this journey of me, getting into the real estate game after being in the nursing field for 10 years. So, I'm excited. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you again for watching, and be sure to subscribe. Just hit the button. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Hit the button. Thank you guys. Bye.